Football Kenya Federation delegates have set the wheels in motion for FKF elections to be conducted hopefully before the end of the year after the FKF delegates adopted the amended electoral code and put in place the electoral board members. President Mwendwa is yet to declare whether he will run for re-election, but he did give a hint that he will be on the ballot, I should say. Elijah Uko tells us more.
After being hindered from conducting their annual general meeting in March this year, the Football Kenya Federation scheduled a special general meeting in Nairobi on the 24th of August, and luckily this time there was no court order to halt the special general meeting. Top of the agenda was passing of the FKF Electoral Board together with the Electoral Code, hence beginning the electoral process.
Elections is inevitable. We must have elections because, as far as I'm concerned, FIFA have given a deadline that we must have elections whatsoever by the end of this year. The
Electoral Board includes 5 members. They are Hansen Owila, James Waindi, Alfred Nganga, Dan Mule and Marceline Sunday. The board is set to convene a meeting as soon as possible to select their leaders in order to commence election preparation. As for the Electoral Code, Tusker FC chairman Charles Gashero had a few proposals which were adopted by the members. The changes regard the eligibility of candidates with certain provisions locking out members. Initially, the Electoral Code required persons running for presidency or vice presidency ought to have been active in football for 3 of the past 4 years, but that was amended to 2 of the last 5 years.
I have actually not recommended anything new. I have taken what the Electoral Board under Kentis Tikolo wrote word for word and recommended that we adapt it to guide us in the upcoming elections.
Of the 89 delegates, Murang'a Sil Vice President Hussein Mohammed was part of the delegates. In the initial AGM, he was barred from attending with FKF, citing that he was not a member of FKF.
I would like again to refer to the Sports Act in terms of how we should be conducting ourselves within our country and within our borders. Of course, in conjunction and in line with also the FKF Constitution and the FIFA statutes. That there is a board in place now. It needs to be independent, completely independent, and it needs to be fair. We will give them all the support that they need. We have no objections on the names.
According to the FKF Electoral Code, the FKF National Executive Committee shall call for the FKF elections in accordance to the FKF Constitution, and the elections shall take place at the FKF General Assembly.
Go campaign. Convince your colleagues that you can do different from those who have been there, including my own position, starting with my own position.
No candidate has outrightly come out to declare their interest in the FKF presidential seat, but President Mwendwa hinted at the possibility of going for a 3rd term.
Those are my proposals.
Tajua kule kuanga takuja utanipata.